Now. Hello. The sound is good? Is it good now? Because I actually just changed it. I changed it more for my pleasure, which is probably not what I should be doing. So were you were streaming Wise earlier, right? Or was it something else? No, you were streaming Link to the Past. I remember. I still don't know what the enemizer is. That's randomly generated enemies or like randomly positioned enemies. Oh no, it's fine. I can always turn it. I can always change it. Like there's 1 meter to adjust what I hear, and there's 1 meter to adjust what you hear. So I can't really tell which one. Like I can't tell if it sounds good or not because what I'm hearing is different than what you're hearing. So does that like not include boss enemies? Like Ganon can't appear, or like a chew jelly would appear. Are the bosses in random dungeons? Like if you go into the first dungeon, is there a chance you could be fighting Ganon? I'm guessing it's probably just overworld. Oh, my umbrella protects me. Well, that sounds interesting. I'm guessing it's like a ROM hack type of thing. I don't think you can actually buy that legally. Alright, well I guess it makes sense. You don't want to mess too much with that. Probably suck to fight Ganon on your first fight. Oh, that poor little guy was just sleeping. I guess he still is kind of sleeping, probably. Oh. I don't think I ever played through A Link to the Past, so I don't know who that one guy is you're talking about. What's his name? Agony? Is that... That's not the spider, right? That's something else. Sorry, I don't remember the Zelda enemy names. I know there's some of them that are the same for a lot of games. But they also have a lot of weird ones, like the Windfish. I think that was Link's Awakening. The Windfish was in. I don't know. See, I don't know. I mean, I bet it's still probably exciting. Or at least interesting. Because, like, the level design, I mean, of course, the level design is probably going to be non-existent. At least when it comes to enemy placement. In a lot of games, it's like, especially Zelda games, like, they're strategically placed to either be annoying or to be easily taken out. But if there's a randomizer, you kind of break that away, huh? You take that away from the game. Which could either be helpful or probably more times than not hurtful. I think when I used to mess with ROMs, there was like a Pokemon randomizer thing. And it gave you a random Pokemon, like you can see a wild Mewtwo in like the Safari. And I chose Magikarp as my starter, because he was in one of the Pokeballs. It was like Magikarp, War Turtle, and I don't remember what the last one was, probably like a Diglett. And I couldn't get past the first Pokemon. You know, like the first Pokemon it gives you to train, like, oh, you press this button and you will attack with Leaf Attack or whatever. I couldn't get past that. I got soft locked at the very beginning. Oh. That must suck. I always hated dark levels in games. It's like usually that's not a fun mechanic. Like, hey, the fun thing about this stage is you can't see it. Great level design, right? I mean, I guess if it's done right, any kind of mechanic or gimmick could be fun. But usually I don't like dark levels. Is that the beginning of the... That was like the beginning of Star Dream. What's it called? I don't know, I just heard a riff in the song there, and that was similar to another song in the game. Called... What was it called? It was called... I think it was called Program. I don't know, I'm nerding out a little bit because I love, like, video game music. Oh, fucking suplexed. Every melee attack where you grab someone's a suplex to me. Oh, you just had flawn in him. So I don't really like Ninja. So was that the only game you were streaming today, or were you streaming something else? Yeah, personally I don't like to play video game music during like streams or whatever. I mean, I do it like because I like to archive my videos on YouTube. I get heavy copyright claims for any song that I use. I got copyrighted by Unknown. Someone called Unknown copyrighted my video for a royalty-free song. I was like, what? It's like, doesn't that like defeat the purpose? Like, I don't have to pay royalties. That's the whole point. I mean, not that I'm making any money off of the videos, but it's like, then people are forced to watch ads if they want to see my stuff. Oh, you just do it to cover up the sound, the video game music that you've heard a million times. Yeah, that's another thing about like speedrunners, is because it takes a lot of time to perfect your craft, right? You can't just wake up one day and be great at speedrunning something. But like, there's negative like real like health concerns, right? Like, wouldn't you like get like cramps or something? Carpal tunnel? Because people were like getting like serious like muscle confusion or whatever because they're just doing the same single task over and over again. Is it cutting out? I don't know why he's doing that if it is. Let me try. Huh. I don't see why it would be cutting out, but I could refresh the stream real quick, see if that works. I'm gonna restart it real quick then, see if that fixes it. I'll be right back. Hopefully that would fix something. Don't know if it did. I guess we just have to find out. But don't you ever... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, don't you ever just get kind of sick of, like, doing the same thing over and over again? Or do you just, like, love the game so much that you could speedrun it forever? I don't think I've ever loved the game that much. Maybe that's just something for me to be envious of. They do 5 to 6 every day for their stream. Wow. And like, I mean, of course I won't, you know, judge anyone, but it's like, what? Wouldn't that get like a, you know, boring? It's like, well, why streaming at that point? I guessing it's because if you accidentally get a world record, it's like you want to have it on film, and you want people to be there so they can't dispute it. I guess that makes sense. I'm also guessing it's probably not the same people watching every single time. Then again, I don't know. I've watched Toad-Fan stream Mario 64 like 100 times. Maybe more like 10, but still. Just the big streamers? How would you like me to do a 100% of the wild stream? Or I try to find all the Koroks without using a map or the Korok mask. God damn, I don't know why it's cutting out. I'm gonna have to restart XSplit. Hold on tight while I restart XSplit, will ya? Thanks.